So what's fascinating to me is there's like this idea that black women are unwanted by other races. And I said,
Yes.
no, this is what I talk about when I talk about black unity and people doing things for their community. Most races would not even consider publicly loving a black woman because they marry within their race. Everyone else dates within their race and it's considered okay.
Yep.
Right? But when we say it, that's considered racist. But what black men don't realize to me is that, America is all about propaganda and training us to think a certain way, like what's normal, how things should be. And I think that they trained black men to think, all men to think that white woman was the thing. From every storybook they read, every movie, every fairy tale, everything we see on the movies, got the white woman has to be saved and protected.
Yeah.
So their whole lives they've been given visions of this is what's best.
Yep.
And they don't get that is like propaganda, because when they show a mixed couple, they only show a black man with a white woman. Since I was a kid, right?
That's so
and
true.
so now when black men feel comfortable dating a white woman, some of them actually feel like they have a prize when they date a white woman because that's what they've been trained, and they think that it's like they're normal. I'm like, no, it's not. When they say, oh, love is love, but if it was just love and it weren't training, you would see everybody mixing.
Yeah. I think it's another layer, though, to why black men like white women. Because they're quiet.
In the beginning.
They say that.
So they take 73%.
See, because they're more undercover with their stuff, right? Whereas we're in your face.
Yeah, we're going to tell you every day.
We're going to tell you.
But also, we're not just fighting for them romantically. Because they're our brothers, I think we're fighting for them like, I want you to do well.
I want to push
do it for the race.
you.
I want to push you. It's a different connection.
Black women just...
It's ancestral.
Yeah, and I feel like black women just always get this label that we're so aggressive. When really and truly, we're just kind of tired of living off survival mode. And we're trying to, like you said, for me having a black son, you have black sons, you want to pour into your boys.
Yes.
And you want their woman to pour into them too.
Yes.
So I'm trying to train my son now, just because a woman is pouring into you because she wants better doesn't mean she's nagging you. Like, let's know the difference between the two. But I think for black men that they have a problem with that, they go to white women because they're more quiet. And like you said, they're quiet and looking behind the scenes. If you're already successful.
Well, I think black women don't have the, what do you call it? They can't be soft 24/7 like white women can.
We don't have the luxury.
Yeah, they don't have the luxury.
We don't have the luxury.
I agree.
Most white women come from stable families.
Agreed.
They saw their mother get taking care of their father.
Yeah. Black women are in survival mode. They might be single parents, and you can't be soft 24/7.
But it's not even about single parents or whatever. It's about, I have to go out and live as a black person in this world, just like you have to go out and live as a black person in this world. And the crazy thing about it is when black men say black women are harder, I'm like, and white men are softer and kinder and more generous and more and whatever. So they compare us as if they are the same as a white man. If I were attracted to a white man, I'm here to tell you, the way they come at you is far more suave and appropriate and tempting.
They're ready to do all the things.
They're ready to do all the things. So it's like, but we just choose black men, right?
Yeah.
And so, of course, they're living softer lives. Just to exist as a black person in America, you've got to be somewhat hard.
You for sure.
You have to.
It poses a problem. Like, for example, I posted on my Instagram notes the other day. I was joking, but I posted. I said, I'm gonna say it. Said, I'm going to get me a nice seasoned white man. I'm tired of you coloreds. Laugh out loud.
Right.
I was joking.
Right.
But the men were in my DMs. They lit me up. They're like, wow, this is what you going to do? Like, you going to turn your back on the black community? And I'm like, first of all, you black men do not, in this day and time, it's very far few and in between. You find a black man that fully wants to appreciate a black woman, whether she's soft, whether she's hard. It's always some shit. I'm on a dating app. So when I'm dating these men, I'm like, all right, here's another princess. Here's more trauma. Like, it's so much that come with these men. And it's not, I feel like in any dating situation, you have to pick your struggle that you want to deal with and rock it out. Right?
Right. If they got too many struggles, we can't deal. No, you got one struggle.
You got one. We got to pick a struggle.
You got mama issues. Okay, I can deal with that.
I can deal with those.
Broke too.
No, right. You can't be mama issues, broke, no car. Like, that's just too many issues.
Right.
We're going to have to keep it pushing. But I just feel like you said, with white men, they may come with some issues, but they real soft and real sweet.
And they don't have as many. They have lived a pampered life.
They have.
Similar to what the white woman has. And so when they say we're harder, I'm like, I would think that you would understand. Like, you should see me reflected in you, brother, because we live in the same.
Yeah,
and that's what is so confusing, because they act like they have the same as white men. I mean, don't get me wrong, what they have is far better and more wonderful, in my opinion. Like, nothing,
of course,
nothing beats
I love a black
swagger
man.
of a black man. Don't get me wrong. But I'm saying, and nothing beats the zhuzh of a black woman.
For sure.
White women can't
Ever.
much as they will take our butts, get tans every week and all that.
It doesn't
now
change.
they don't have our.
I just don't understand. Like, I can understand guys who like multitudes of women. There's guys who like all women.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like, but I don't understand why you would just like white women.
Well, I have a family member that just likes white women.
Trauma.
Like when I grew up,
they hate themselves. If you only like white women, you hate yourself, and that is a fact I will stand on.
Like when I was younger, Bo Derek and what's the girl from the movie with the where she was diving in the pond.
Brooke Shields.
Yeah. Brooke Shields and Bo Derek were the epitome
of a white woman.
Of white beauty.
Yeah.
I was into old girl from Thriller. What's her name?
Ola Ray.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I thought Ola Ray was bad.
She was.
Yeah, she was bad.
She was dark skinned and sexy.
She was bad.
And she had swag.
Yeah,
like you could look at
remember
her.
Those pants she had.
Her whole look was like. Fly.
Yeah.
Whereas they
and she did a curly kid like nobody else.
Yeah, like
she made a curly kid look good.
She made it look real good. Yes.
No, I'm serious.
Yeah, you're right.
Jerry Curl or something.
You're right.
Light-skinned Jerry Curl. Oh my God.
Oh, I would have felt looking like Lionel Richie.
No, you too bad for that. You too bad for that. You would have been cute. You would have been cute. But
oh my God.
But no,
she was in that video.
Yes, she sure was.
Oh,
she was. Go ahead.
Yeah,
are you sure that was her? Don't be
was.
doing like white people making all black people look alike. Are you sure it was her?
I think that was her.
No, listen, let's not say it was if we are sure.
Maybe they look alike.
They do look alike. But they,
But maybe, and that's another thing about us black women. No one black woman looks the same. Like, we may have similar characteristics,
yeah.
But we don't, and not to be mean, you could line up 10 white women and you like, for lack of better words, all y'all look like mayonnaise. Or all y'all look how you look.
I was thinking about that I was in this place. Where was I just recently? Like yesterday. And it was a bunch of white businessmen. And they all were dressed alike. That was I'm falling apart today. I get my lashes done tomorrow. Yes. My girl Yanni. Right up in Lafayette Plaza. Black owned business. Anyway.
Period.
So
Okay.
Shout her out. And I need my lashes done.
Bella Brows, but she does my lashes and she does everything. And she's amazing and professional.
I need to
like
get
none
her
of that.
info.
You know how you hear the TikTok stories where people are crying?
Yes, with the hey boo tax.
Yes.
Oh my God.
I said you got to sign these papers and send me this deposit.
You got to sign NDAs.
I got to bring my baby to work and no.
All the things.
No, very professional on it. Like, yeah, she keeps me straight.
Okay.
Yeah, but anyway, gotta shout out to black businesses.
Yeah,
Bella Brows in Washington, D.C.
Bella Brows, okay.
So, what were we saying about...
You said you were traveling somewhere.
And all these white men came out. And I want to say, I wonder do they know they're all dressed alike? Like, everyone had on, like, the khakis. And I'm like...
They're very uniform people.
Yeah, and you go into something with a black event with brothers. You're gonna see every different kind of look.
You're gonna see the hood dudes.
Yes.
You're gonna see the 9-to-5ers.
But even
everybody
with the
different look.
But even when the hood dudes, if they're wearing, whatever, it's gonna be different t-shirts, different sweats. They're gonna hook it up different with some, some different kicks. It's gonna, it's gonna have some flavor.
Everything. That's
everyone has their flavor.
Everybody does. That's like, I don't know if you've seen, and I'm so mad that I missed it with Young Jeezy doing this black tie affair. All these black people are coming out. When I say they look good, like they've been getting dressed, no one looks the same. Yes, everybody has on these nice outfits and you're looking at them and you're like, how could you not like the black community? Like, we add so much flavor to the world. And like, just looking at all these people, because some of the people that I've seen, I went to high school with, and I'm like, I didn't know you can clean up like that. Typically, you look dirty, but today, look at you. Look at you. You took a bath. But everybody is swagged out in a different way. No one, like you said, if you go into a convention, full of white people, they kind of all look the same. You know what to expect.
Well, but black people, what I don't think white people get about us, when they say, well, why'd you name her that? Or why'd you do this? We like to stand out.
And be different.
And it's about expressing ourselves.
For sure.
And in every way, from everything we do. And they kill themselves. Like,
they're very
literally
uniformed.
have a high level of anxiety to be the same. and look the same, you know, like, and fit in, and this is the way we do stuff, and this is how
they're
it is, and very
uniform.
Stepford, and we're not that.
At all.
At all.
When I watch black thrifters on YouTube, they hook their outfits.
It be the
up.
ugliest stuff. It be the ugliest
And
stuff.
That's why I know I need to go with somebody.
They make it
Yes.
look amazing.
Yeah.
That's me. That's why I need to take this a lot more serious.
The white thrifters, a Nirvana shirt and some jeans.
Oh my God.
They're like, see, and so how I put this together was
I really wish I was with my girlfriend earlier and we were looking at, so I posted something on my fashion page about a Walmart outfit that I bought, and nobody knew this was a Walmart outfit until I posted it. I paid
Okay, well, what's the page?
Frugally Fly.
What,
It's
frugally?
Frugally Fly.
Frugally.
Because I spend less money, but I look expensive spending the less money. Like I said, this
Frugally
dress.
fly.
Frugally
Like
fly.
someone who's frugal.
Yep.
All right,
Frugally fly.
Okay.
Yes. So I put together this Walmart outfit, and all my friends were like, "That's cute, girl. Like, where'd you get it from?" Da-da-da-da. And I'm like, Walmart. The same outfit. Someone else, a nice little white girl, she posted the outfit, and I'm looking, and I'm like, what is she about to put with this? The outfit was so uniform. It was literally the jersey, some jeans, and some green shoes. Whereas I wore it was the jersey. I wore some pajama-looking shorts that were not pajama shorts. They just looked like them, like some boxer shorts. I did some tennis shoes. I did the Ritz
You
to
did a
make
look.
it.
You
I
did a
did a
look.
look with it,
Yeah.
and I'm looking at her. She had 10,000 views, whereas me, I had a measly like 300.
That is a lot.
It is, but the point.
The very frustrating thing is that, you know, white people can get on social media and blink.
And they get 1 million views.
I could be talking about, give them a history lesson about the transatlantic slave, you know, or something, and they don't even put us in the feed as much. And then, you know, a lot of white people aren't going to follow black people too, and we're only 13% of the population, and then we don't get in the algorithm, so it's so much easier for that. But they don't get white privilege, and then don't be at me who talks about black unity, black community, racism, sexism, and things like that. I'm so suppressed.
I'm sure they shadow ban you. Any opportunity they get, they shadow banning you.
Real bad. Real bad, they shadow ban me. Yeah, it's real bad. So it's just,
You gotta take a page from Cooking Like Kaya and just talk about black issues with just a bra and some pants.
Yeah, because then everybody wants to look at it.
I said if I was out here twerking, getting drunk, they'd be like,
they'd love it.
Oh, they would love me because I'd be representing black people terribly.
Yeah, that's what they want.
So I told people you need to get these knowledge because they don't want you to have it. And if they don't want you to have knowledge, you got to wonder why.
But you know, you gotta put the sugar in the medicine.
Yeah, you got to do something. That's why one of my friends was like, you need to, when you do your get ready with me, like have on what you wear in the bed. And I'm like,
That good.
But he's like, that's gonna bring in the attention. And then once, and it's true. I did one of my shopping hauls, and I had on just like some little booty shorts in the top. And when I tell y'all the views on that one,
my views are gonna be better just right now because, you know, luckily it's just and I want to thank you for that.
You're welcome.
Yes. Yeah, hold on.
But yeah, I mean, it's a thing. It's a thing.
We all like looking. I mean, there's some, put it this way, the workout people I follow, the men are very
fun.
You know, I'm not, you know, there's some people trying to show me the workout.
Please.
You know, it is what it is.
They be finding chocolate.
Okay, so I want to talk about what's going on in DC because you were a government employee, but
they canceled our whole department. We got a week and a half warning.
So that's been under this administration.
Yes.
You were at the hospital, right?
I was on Fort Belvoir military base, but I was supporting DOD, a company called PEOEIS, where they kind of carry out the mission for agile, moving everything to agile. They did a lot of things, but they were needed. So we thought our jobs were safe because when the new administration started, they had a meeting and they told us, you guys are straight. This is DOD. They're not going to mess with us. 3 weeks later, they were messing with us. Like, we got the warning, and I got the warning by accident because one of the cores, he liked me. Like he thought I was a nice person. So he reached out to me and he's like, look, I know you're a new homeowner. I know you got kids. You got all the things. Start looking for a job. And I'm like, why? He was like, I think they're canceling your department. And I'm just like, okay. Now, silly me, I supported 3 directors, 2 white, 1 black. The 2 white, they knew, they never said anything. The black one, they left him in the dark because they knew he would fight for me. So once I brought it up to him to let him know, like, hey, they're getting ready to cancel this side of the contract. And he's like, what? No, they're not. I just talked to everybody last week. You're fine. You're safe. You're an asset to me. I need you. So I said, okay, cool. Didn't say nothing else. He came to me a couple weeks later. He was like, they kind of blackballed me out. They didn't tell me. They are canceling this contract. And he was like, a week later, I'm retiring. He was like, because I can't deal.
I know so many people have retired.
Yeah, he said, I can't deal with the way that they're handling people that are needed here. Because they had an opportunity. Once I got the background of it all, they couldn't really save our jobs, but they could have kept us for a little longer.
Yeah.
They could have given us some severance pay. There were things they could have done differently. But the two other directors made a conscious decision to save their team, which was full of some young white women that just took pictures, and that, unfortunate to say, they were supporters of Mr. Man in the office, and they saved them, and they let us go. So it's been like that, and now you can't find jobs. Like, it's trash to find a job. Whereas before, with a government clearance, government background, you can find a job like this.
Yeah.
I think the longest I've ever been without a job is probably for like a week or two, because I'm in between.
Yeah.
I have been without a job since May. Since May.
And so let me ask you, so do you think there is favor given to people who support the administration?
Yeah, somewhat. I feel like some of it was out of anybody's hands, but I feel like on the inside end of things, if we're all on the same team, we're all going to pull for each other, right? So if everybody else is on the same team of we support what this administration is, they're going to fight a little harder.
Yeah,
versus to, even if I say that I'm neutral.
Nobody's neutral in this world.
Nobody's neutral.
Nobody's
so
neutral.
They're kind of looking at me like, girl, you ain't neutral. We seen you in here. We heard what you said. So.
Well, they probably just assume too. Just
they make the assumption.
92% of us.
Yeah, they make the assumption, and you hear the conversations in the kitchen and at the vending machine. A lot of them do a lot of crying because they're mad that he is doing the things he's doing, but you chose him, so here we are.
It is what it is.
It is what it is. But
so, because they, what is it? 313 or 318,000 Black women have lost their jobs since February.
Majority of those are in the DMV.
Yes, majority in DMV. I don't see how anyone could hear that stat and not think that something's going on. Do you think that Black women are being targeted?
Now I think that. At first, I just felt like it was just kind of like how the game went.
Yeah.
The chips fell where they were, until one day I was at a crab truck.
At a crab truck.
And we were all in line just talking, and everybody's like, one girl, she was like, oh crap, it's my lunch break. Oh, I don't have a job. And then two other girls behind her was like, well, shit, me either. Did you work for the government? And then I'm looking at them, I'm like, me either, y'all. So all of us, all Black women, are in line.
Wow.
Saying that we don't have a job. And the reasons that we don't have a job is because of this, due to this administration. So a part of me feels like it could be that. I
feel like it has to be targeted in some way. How is it just us? Not just us. Don't get me wrong. A lot of people have lost their jobs, but the percentage is wow. And I believe, and this is funny. I used to do DEI and stuff, and people say, "Oh, DEI was giving people extra." No, DEI was just literally trying its best to level the playing ground because of things like bias. And I tell people, it doesn't make you a bad person; it makes you human.
Yeah.
If I see a Black woman who went to Tuskegee University undergrad, I'm a feel a kinship with her before I am with somebody else, right?
Sure.
It's just natural.
For sure.
And so what happens is, in situations where you do have cuts, or the opposite, you're making promotions, you do it based on who you feel closer to, who you respect,
For
who you see
sure.
yourself in, and stuff like this. So I'm feeling like when they're going to these government agencies and saying, okay, we're cutting it in half, you got to lose half your employees, it's just quite natural. If the people at top are white, they're going to choose their white counterparts.
You said it exactly right, because once they made the Black director of mine upset, he, at this point, he was leaving. So he's like, I'm gonna spill the beans. And he spilled the beans to us. He said in these meetings, he is the only Black man standing up for, he was the only team, I supported 3 teams, and his team was all Black. Well, one person was white, but the point is, he would stand up for us in these meetings. They left him out of the meetings until it was the final cut, where it was nothing left for him to do, because they knew that he would fight tooth and nail.
Cancel his vote.
Yeah, they canceled his vote. And unfortunately, all the people that they laid off, we were all Black.
Yes.
All Black, all Black.
And that's what I'm saying. My friend just told me almost an exact similar story. She said she's actually in leadership and she's trying to argue. And they were just, coming up with these reasons.
Yeah.
And she said, of course, it ends up where the white people keep their jobs and the Black people are cut.
That's exactly what it was. Now they did say one black girl, and it's because her director's a white man, but he's a white man that loves black women.
He's
His
down.
wife is black.
Oh, okay.
So he sees black women, and he respects them, and he respects the hustle of us being from survival mode and needing our jobs. So if I was on his team, maybe he would have been able to have a better shoe in the fight. But those other people, they looked at me, and the unfortunate part, y'all know my mouth is reckless. So they didn't. That last week, they threw a party for me. I said, "Who coming to this shit? Y'all are throwing me a party with no money? I don't have a job after this. I don't want your watered down tacos. I don't want your fake crying. I don't want any of that, because the two people that were the ones that had a big part that could have possibly saved me for even 3 more months, or till the contract ended. Those were the ones that spoke against me and spoke against somebody else for us to go. So now you want to smile and have a fake pizza party. I don't want your pizza, your tacos.
They're about being nice and not being kind.
Exactly. So,
So what do you think? And now, because it's hard right now, like you say, it's hard to find a job.
Yeah.
We're losing jobs. What are you doing? Like, what do you think? And what do you think we need to do as a community?
Well, unfortunately, I feel like there are some resources, but they're so tapped out, because with unemployment, being transparent, unemployment gives you before taxes $430 a week. You can't live off of that. They have resources with unemployment where you join these meetings for job readiness, all the things that you should know as a grown person, but you have to join them because it's a part of the makeup of unemployment. You got to join these meetings. And in the meetings, one of the black ladies was very transparent. She said, it's 1,000 of y'all in here. All 1,000 of y'all are looking for the same job in the same field. They're not hiring any of you, because right now they're doing this thing where you go on interviews, but they have a hiring freeze. How are you hiring me if there's a freeze?
Right.
Like, make it make sense. So I feel like, I don't know what resources. I feel like more nonprofits are now probably oversaturated, because the first wave of unemployment, of people being laid off, a lot of people went to nonprofit or private sector. So I feel like the black community should probably come together to offer more resources that make sense. I went to a job fair. That was what is this man's name? He's like somebody important. Oh man, I think he's like the governor.
Westmore?
Yeah.
That's okay.
He had a job fair at, what is that? Where people graduate from, y'all.
In Upper Marlboro?
Yes. We went to the job fair. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I was dressed to the nines. I had my suit on. I walked in there. It was bellies out. It was crop tops. It was Crocs. And I said, am I at a strip club audition, or am I here for a job?
Right.
So I feel like the people that need the job readiness are the younger generation.
Yes.
But us people that are already seasoned, let's give us actual shots, because this whole job fair was like for like working in the kitchen, and I'm not beneath that. But
it's a difference if you want for a professional job. I mean, if you just,
let's not broadcast that, oh, we have professional government jobs, everyone gets hired, and you get there and it's parks and planning. What camp leader am I about to be? What kids do? I mean, I love the kids, but like, let's make it make sense. I feel like there needs to be more coming together. There was another one at a church I attended, and that was really sweet. They gave away food. They gave away, resources on help with your bills, help with your mortgage, things like that. People need that.
That's what I'm saying. So you think education, we need those kind of things. I give now to Valicia Incorporated. She started a whole grant program.
Okay.
And it's for black women.
Okay.
And you get the money.
Stuff like that.
Valicia, yeah.
Because it's somebody like me that's a new home owner. The mortgage company,
they don't care.
They don't care.
They want their money.
They're like, ma'am.
The bank wants their money.
Ma'am, your mortgage was due yesterday. I'm sorry that you lost your job.
Oh, I will say, if there's any bill you're going to be late on, you should always be late on mortgage. If you want to owe anybody, owe your mortgage company.
Okay. Yeah.
No, even my friends who've lost jobs, it's been like, I'm glad I'm owning and not renting.
Yeah.
Because my rent, if I don't pay my rent, they can't put me out. But it's very hard to get people out of the house.
Yeah. So I will say that some people reaching out to the right people that know the right information. I feel like as a community, we don't need to gatekeep information right now.
No.
we are in a time where if you know something, tell me. If I know something, I need to tell you. Like, I think it needs to be more of collective sharing. Don't gatekeep because you want to keep it for yourself and your people in your house.
But
No.
also, I don't think that we share as Black people because there was so much shame in people because we compete with one another.
Yeah, for sure.
And there's so much shame in admitting, certain things. Like I remember, like when my son dropped out of college, like it was about to be his junior year, and I went public because I'm like, Lord, y'all, this boy done dropped out, and I'm like, I tell people my life.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, all these people come out the woodwork like, oh, girl, my child did that too. My
It's the
child did
truth.
too. But when I look on Facebook, everybody's like looking like everything's perfect. And I think
what
maybe I'm the only person who goes on there and be like, hey, girl, let me tell you what this stupid motherfucker
Facebook
did.
is the resume.
It's the representative.
Yeah,
it's not the person. I agree with that
and but from that I said we need just because it made me feel so much better because of course I'm like I have failed as a
a parent.
Mother,
you feel like
blah,
that.
blah, blah, blah. Thank you, he's back in school and everything like that. But I'm just saying I was feeling all the things and I'm like, we need to tell each other like, I went through this in this year. This is what I had to do. I had to.
We do.
It's funny because that's one of the bad things I don't like about social media because I'm like, y'all don't see what goes on behind the scenes and you don't see what happened long before. Because people say, yeah, girl, I want to do it. I was like, you really don't.
Yeah.
Right? You know what I'm saying? You really, really don't because it's a lot of work. And I mean, when I was younger, I had the energy to stay up all night. But I had sleepless nights because you're trying to be an entrepreneur plus you're working a job to fund a dream. And I was like a young wife and mother and all the things. And
Yeah, but you said it right. I think that as a community, we need to share more and stop trying to be so cookie cutter perfect.
Yeah.
That's not real. Like you said, I have a son. When my son came to me and told me that he was a smoker, I literally he told me in Target, because that's my favorite store, and he knew I wasn't going to fight him in there. And I felt like, I was like, my chest, I'm a smoker. What did I do as a mom? He's like, Mom, I'm not a crackhead. Like, I said, I smoke a little weed. And when I went public about it, all of my friends was like, shoo, relief. My kid do the same damn thing. Like, I'm struggling. And so like you said, you never know. And it was the same thing with me not working. I'm like, dang, people are so used to like, knowing that I'm like this hard worker girl, I be out here getting it. One day I was like, you know what? F it. I don't got no job, y'all. What's up? Like, who's hiring?
Right.
Who's hiring?
But I think we have hard time with that because of the competition, but also then the vulnerability.
Yeah.
To say life is not great right now.
We do. And you don't want the judgment, or you don't want people, talking trash about you. But I feel like they talked about Jesus, so they're going to talk about you.
Well, and I told people, I said, people talk about you no matter what.
Whether you're doing good or bad.
Whether you're doing good or bad. And I said, and a person who doesn't like you can turn something good really bad.
Yeah.
And a person who does, like my friends will turn bad into good. Like, girl, I am so happy you have this time to work on yourself right now, and you need a break. Because we will turn the worst situation into something good.
We're going to uplift each other.
Yes, we are.
All my girlfriends, they like, girl, we wish. Unemploy me. And I'm like, no, keep your jobs. They're like, no, you're living your best life. I'm like, I am, but
it goes both ways because I've had a lot of friends who've been y'all DC right. Y'all don't understand what we're going through.
DC is a.
But I believe that they knew that Black people the way that we have a fly in here.
It's a fly. Yeah, it's a fly.
How a fly get in here?
Yo.
Probably when we were coming in and out the door.
Okay. See, I'm telling y'all this.
Is it one of them lantern flies or was it?
No, it's just a regular fly. I do not like the lantern flies.
Big fly though. It's a big fly.
Yeah.
And he got these horse flies up in there.
Okay.
He want the chicken.
Right, he want a piece of chicken.
I haven't heard anything about Black men being unemployed. All I've heard was.
Oh, so Black people as a whole have lost jobs at a faster rate than anybody else.
Oh, of course.
But Black women more so. But we do make up a different part of the workforce.
Do you think that's why Black people are joining ICE? They might not get a job. They might not agree, but they're feeding their family.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
It's an unfortunate thing. But maybe.
But I think that's part of the reason they're doing some of the stuff because they want people to join ICE. But you know what? We're going to be out there begging or something because I ain't no way in here.
Yeah.
I will panhandle.
I will do Uber Eats.
Honey, I will be an elderly stripper.
Me too. And I will start an OnlyFans.
I will call the Blue Plate Special. They're going to call me the Blue Plate Special. I could do my dances before 6 p.m.
There you go.
I do it from 6 to 8 when they leave the restaurant from the Blue Plate Special.
Penthouse just had their 30-year reunion. I was like,
the strip club?
Yes.
See, I need to be a part of that.
Why did you invite me?
I wasn't there. I just saw the sign and the line around the corner.
Oh, that would have been so fun.
That would have been. I wonder if they're hiring.
The penthouse.
They've been around 30 years.
I wonder if they're hiring.
Yeah, we might go up there.
And put some little tassels on.
Yeah.
Tassels.
A little nipple tassel. Because at this point.
Y'all didn't mention it to a whole nother time.
Oh, sorry. Well, but people, you know. What you got to do what you got to do.
You got to do what you got to do.
I would do that and be a stripper, a senior citizen stripper before I join ICE.
Yeah.
I will say
I just feel like your morals. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
I'd rather be naked.
I'd rather be naked
And
than be a part.
I'm your private
Yes.
Do not come out to that song.
Do what you
Why you know that song?
Because the dudes will leave. Do not come out to that song.
Why they leaving?
No, and I'm gonna dance just like the video.
She has
They're
the whole
gonna boot
routine.
me out. They're gonna boot me out.
Routine down pat. I'm crying.
You lucky I don't have a wig because I would really do it.
I put a little
That's what
mask
I'll
on
be
the
for
wig.
Halloween. I'll be Tina Turner.
There you go.
So I'm glad you brought up Halloween.
Mm-hmm.
I saw on Reddit. I don't know how true this is,
Mm-hmm.
so don't come for me.
Mm-hmm.
There's a poster on Reddit that said, "Black people stay home on Halloween because militias will be coming to DC wearing ICE uniforms on Halloween, and they're possibly going to try to get revenge for your boy, CK."
Oh. Well, you know what? I wouldn't go out trick-or-treating in DC.
No, but you know, Georgetown is a big...
Yeah. And Adams
Yeah.
Morgan, too.
Well,
Yeah.
we need to let people know.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like even if whether it's true or not, you can't trust nothing these days.
I don't trust nothing.
Yep.
I mean, your girl just gave militias the right to carry rifles in DC now.
Right.
So
What's wrong with her? I feel like she got so many bigger fish to fry, like her hair.
Okay. Let's
Sorry.
just go. Cut. We got to cut. Beep.
I'm done.
No, please don't be. What do you think?
Something's not right.
So it's just some.
Like
you think that's a wig?
No, I ain't talking about the hair. I'm talking about
Oh.
why
I feel like she
conceited.
hates her community. She doesn't like her community because I get when you're in a certain space or place, you got to carry yourself a certain way. But at the end of the day, does she not know that, God forbid, it was the racists against the racists for real? They're not going to pull her with them. They're going to put her right with us. They're going to say, you ain't your bad hair. Get on over there.
Clarence Thomas too.
You
What is goofy ass?
Get on over here. Her and that wig, her and them teeth. I'm sorry.
So you think that she's trying to?
Please.
I think that they backed her into a corner because she changed
Really?
overnight. Well,
Really?
I don't. Let me say this. I don't act like I know her very well. I've only
course.
lived in DC for the last 3 years, back in DC,
Mhm.
and so I don't know. But I would say one day she was resisting, and we're like, "We standing with you." The next day she came out. I am so happy that they're here, and flipped her tune. You know, maybe I've been watching too much
You
Scandal.
talking about the mayor?
Yeah, maybe I've been
Okay.
watching Scandal,
Maybe.
but it seemed like one of those things where, like, you know, that little affair you were having with that, you know, the judge is so and so. We got pictures.
Maybe.
So either you go this way
that
or
could
not.
be
And
a thing.
that's the kind of I'm telling you, like that's the kind
Yeah,
of
that could be a way to
Yeah,
look
but-
at it. That could be a way to look at it.
because it
that
was literally she flipped
overnight.
overnight.
Or maybe they, like you said, they threatened her in some ways, or
But she really doesn't have a choice.
yeah.
I mean, it's the
That's what I figured. She didn't have a choice.
she doesn't have a choice. It's the U.S. government. It's in the charter or whatever that
Yeah.
they can do this.
So she might as well say
So
she's
she may
happy
as well
about
roll with the punches.
Right, roll with the punches and continue getting money.
Now I will
Right.
say this is probably unpopular opinion.
Oh
and
Lord.
No, it's not even that bad. But I will say that I don't agree. So I've been watching, like, because I've been telling, you know, my nieces, my son doesn't really go to DC, but I've been telling them keep from here.
Keep
you
from
know,
here,
keep from over
absolutely.
here.
I
It's
tell
just
them
too
that.
much going on. He went to my son went to a concert on Sunday at the wharf. And I said, listen, go to the concert, leave all your weed and your things at home.
Yeah.
Go there, be a good young man, and come home.
Make sure you have your insurance card.
Do all the
without
things.
All the things.
Do all the
yes.
things. He did that. Came straight home. That was the earliest he's come home from a concert in a while. But okay, he came home. But I will say that the crime in DC is off the chain. But I feel like it does need to have a handle on it, not in a way that it's being handled though. Because even some of these people are going in the hood, and do you see that they're making a fool of these?
They're
making a fool of them.
They're making.
They are chasing them.
It could be a show. The underground
dude
people
that
recording.
looks like what's the light skinned dude from Fast and Furious? I seen him in like 4 videos.
I haven't seen that one.
He's kind of, I don't know if he's white or black, but
Vin Diesel.
Vin Diesel. It's a cop looks like Vin Diesel. I've seen him in 4 different videos.
And they're making fun of him.
They are roasting him.
And that's the thing. And that's what you gotta love about our culture. Because like Randy said, we're going to take lemons and make a lemon drop with it. Because they are literally, like, you see videos, they're coming up on their porches, and some of these people are actually nice. Some of them are even telling them, like, I don't want to do this.
Oh, they don't want to do it.
But I'm here. So, but they're roasting them. Like, they're coming in these communities, and these people are minding their business on their porch, and they're telling them, look at you with your such and such, and like roasting them. And it's funny. So it's like, we are taking the good and taking bad and making it good, but how long do we have to do that? Like, it's tiring living on survival
technically,
mode.
legally, but they don't follow laws now because we have a dictator. But legally, they can only, it's only 30 days.
Right.
It can only be 30 days.
But it seems like, isn't he trying to override that or something?
Well, I mean, that's what it's supposed to be, but he does what he wants to do.
Yeah, he does exactly what he wants to do.
There is no law and order, but they're law and order.
I feel sorry for the National Guard because they don't want to be here.
They do not.
They're picking up trash.
Yeah.
Like, and the money that they get for food, you know how much food is here?
Oh, yeah, DC is expensive. DC is expensive.
They're blowing their per diem in 30 minutes.
For sure.
Yeah.
And what do y'all feel about DC losing a lot of business because people are not coming to the bars? They're not coming.
I think that's purposeful. I think it's purposeful to make her, the city and the mayor, more dependent on them. Yeah. Because they said restaurant business is down 30%.
Down.
And I would say it's more than that. When I go out in DC streets now,
it's like a ghost town.
It's like crazy.
It's a ghost town. It's a ghost town.
So weird. It's like COVID. It's like COVID. That's what it reminds me of.
Have you seen the streets of Las Vegas?
No.
Empty.
They did something there too?
It's empty. What? Nobody's going. Nobody's going.
Well, and that's what I told people. I said, what they don't get is they've now created this country of fear. So anybody who, forget who's immigrated here, but who looks like they've immigrated, because who wants to be sweated?
Yeah.
Black people are scared. Everybody's just staying inside. And I think even white people are scared because the ones who are outside ain't got shit to lose.
Nope.
I've been looking at these white people who like be saying like racist stuff or doing stuff, and every time they keep getting their asses whooped. And
they don't care.
Every time.
The one thing we see in DC is that these politicians are surrounded by security. And they got these fools hyped up and out here doing stuff and getting their asses whooped by regular citizens.
I'll be like,
what was the restaurant that Trump was in Vance and they got booed?
Joe's.
Joe?
Yeah, I was just saying.
Now Trump's about he wants to get them shut down.
That's what I'm saying. Like, he's a child. Oh my God.
He wants anybody who hurts her little feelings.
Yes, he wants to end it. Like, stop.
If they hurt his feelings.
It's insane. Like you said, we are under a dictatorship.
So what are you feeling now with this job thing now where, this administration is clearly attacking Black people? I just want to...
It's depressing.
What do you think is going to... what do you see for us?
Well, I do feel like, again, Black people know how to survive.
We do.
And this is where you're going to see a lot of Black businesses flourishing, like you did during COVID. A lot of Black businesses or businesses altogether were born. I feel like this mini recession or whatever you want to call it.
What's a recession?
I think a lot of businesses are going to be born because or we're going to find a way. But my niece said something to me jokingly the other day, and she was like, maybe it's about to be the purge. And I'm like, let's not say that. But I will say this. My best friend and I was talking, and she still works, and she works in DC, and she is an advocate for mental health. They have snatched her insurance, so she can't go to therapy anymore, and she needs it. Like,
of course you're dealing with all that.
She's dependent on therapy for just life to help navigate. She's been in therapy, and they've snatched therapy from her. Snatched her insurance from her. So now that she can't afford therapy, so it's like she's applying for insurance, but once you pay the cost of living,
right? You
do the things with your kids, you get everything's expensive. Once you do all of that, what's left over?
Right.
What's left over? So I feel like you said, all of this is purposeful to the place where, let me really see y'all go crazy and turn up. Let me see what y'all gonna do. I feel like it's putting us like in a space to either kill or be killed.
I agree.
And that's where we are, because to be honest, if it wasn't for me being a parent, knowing that I have so much to live for, I'm not gonna go outside and kill anybody.
Right.
But it's so depressing to the space where you're just like, what's the point?
Everything is
Yeah, like what's the point? Like, let me just give up. But I don't know. I feel like the good from it is a lot of people, as Black people, we know how to use resources. We know how to take nothing and make it into something. So we kind of in grind mode in that space. But then the people that don't have the strength to do that, I feel like those are the ones that are suffering the most.
Yeah.
They're going to be homeless. They're going to be, it's just all the things.
Yeah.
So.
But that's why we need to help each other out.
Yeah,
like,
I agree.
I just feel like, okay, so let me just say this. I'm an optimist. I always do think that the universe is working in our favor. So I tell people, I think it's going to get really bad first. I think it's going to get worse than it is now. I think we're going to go through some stuff. But I think that we're going through it because I think that it's forcing the Black community to be who we were before.
Yeah.
Because when we were like segregated, which is what they clearly want, and everyone had to rely on everyone, and there was no separation between the doctor and the trash man. Not the trash men don't make a lot of damn good money. They make good money.
They do.
And they don't got loans like the doctors. But anyway, but what I'm saying is everybody was helping everybody else, and there was not this separation and everything, and we knew we needed each other. And it was like, oh, so-and-so ain't got rent this month. Let's host a rent party, and everybody's going to go and pay $2 to party so we can make sure they get their rent together. Oh, I don't have, I remember doing the Great Snowstorm here in D.C., and it was a thing like, okay, I got some chicken, okay, I got some mac and cheese, and we were getting together and feeding each other because you couldn't get to grocery stores, right? And the grocery stores didn't have food. So it's like, at those points where you feel like you're almost starving is when we do come together. And I feel as if the Black community almost felt as if we had the luxury. So we're the only community that, because we were stolen here, so it feels like our country because we built it.
Yeah.
Everyone else recognizes that their names are hyphenated. So the communities stick very closely together. They go out there and make their money with the white people, but they stick together. We don't.
Nope.
At all. And so maybe this is a time forcing us to get back together because I think what we're going to see is we're going to have to move in with each other, like stop with this.
All the things.
Yeah. We're going to have to, it's going to be multi-families in a house that, other communities do all the time. I think it's going to be a bunch of bartering, like, hey, if you do my kid's hair, I'll do this.
Service for service.
I think it's going to be service for service. I think it's going to be like, instead of going to these restaurants, somebody, you going, Keisha made plates. Back in the day, they used to do that. No, Keisha was there, made plates. She's selling fried fish and da-da-da-da for $5. So she can get her. And because I want to support Black businesses, I would go get a plate from Keisha before I went and did DoorDash. I think we're going to have to learn to be really insular and relying on one another. So the blessing is that we'll have the unity that we need. We can't go nowhere without it.
I agree.
I think what's going to come out of this is what we found out. We can't rely on government jobs anymore. Remember, government job
was the best thing to have.
100%.
You made it. You made
in the
it.
Black community,
honey,
with some good benefits.
My mother hounded me. She hounded me up until this year. Why you ain't got a government job?
Me too.
Why you? I've been in my job 24 years. Why I'm gonna leave and go in the government and start at GS10 or whatever?
Right.
Yeah.
She changed her whole tune.
She changed that too.
I'm glad you never listened to me.
Because government job was supposed to be the most reliable job in the world.
Yeah, my son hit me with that too. He said, guess I don't need that government job no more, Mom. I said, you don't. You're going to Nazi like you're trying to do, boy. Don't come in this government.
It will return, but that will return too.
But I think people will be less reliant to go if you're going to lose your job every 4 years. I think what's going to happen, especially with Black men, there will be more Black men in the trades.
Yeah.
There needs to be.
Electricians.
Yeah.
Mechanics.
Yes. Plumbers.
And they have so many programs for it now.
Yes.
So many programs.
And I wish they would get back to that because I'm sick of these people not knowing how to do anything around the house or with a car. What is wrong with these men? I'm serious.
I hate it too.
Yes. To me.
Yes. Oh, you like that? You can't do nothing?
I know how to change a tire.
Okay.
I do too.
I can't change I don't know how to change brakes or oil.
Okay, man. Some people these days act like they don't know how to change a light bulb.
You coming from the side of the road, I got you with the tires.
Okay.
But anything else, we call it AAA.
Exactly.
Okay. Good to know. But I'm saying we do need to get back to trades.
We do.
That's what I think. I think it's going to cause a major shift. What I wonder is, I think a lot of it has to do with us of how long it's going to take us, how long it's going to last. Because right now I'm like, we need to be organizing. We need to be
coming together.
Yeah, and I don't know when people say, well, who does it? Like, I am happy to write about it and show up at the meeting, but I don't think I'm the organizer. And there's communities that have organizers. There are organizers here in DC.
But here's the thing, and we spoke about this earlier. you have the black people who believe in being over there.
Oh, so you're talking about the African Americans?
Yes.
See, I see those are the African Americans.
Okay.
African Americans feel like they're somehow not black, and then there's black. So there's African Americans, blacks, and then
we can't organize because we can't get the African Americans and the blacks together in the same room.
It's, and it's trifling. It's sick, and that's what I'm saying. Gatekeeping information, because if you have a bunch of information, just like it took you nothing to say, hey, let me know what you into, girl. I know some people.
Right.
If everybody could do stuff like that, we will be so much further.
Yeah.
Because why would you withhold information?
But you know what's funny? There's been a whole thing on TikTok. I know you've seen it, where it's a conversation between black older women and younger women, and younger women have said exactly what you're saying now. Like, why don't the older sisters sharing information? Which I'm happy to share information. But I'll say this: there are some young sisters that I've tried to share information, and they have attitude. Some people don't receive feedback, advice, or not feedback, but advice well at all.
That's true.
And they're looking at me like, well, you don't know. And I want to say sometimes, oh, trust me, I do. Like, I do know this.
Yeah.
Or my thing is, I like to get as much like advice, like when people comment under my posts, as possible. You take what you want to, you don't have to take it all, but you might find something useful.
Yeah.
And I appreciate people, because young people tell me like, Randy, that hair is not whatever. Nobody's wearing that no more. Put that away. That ages you.
Yeah.
Technology. Like they'll tell me. I learned from younger. Some people can't learn from people. Some people have an attitude regardless of what you do.
And that's true. My niece is young, and her and I had a very long conversation today. And she asked me, she said, "Why you don't share nothing with me no more?" I said, "You're not receptive. If I'm sharing with you, you got an attitude because you think you know everything." And what I'm telling you, if it's constructive criticism to make you a better person, you don't want to receive it, because at their age, they're all about trauma. And I went through this and I don't need to hear that. And she said, "You always calling our generation weak," because you are. No shade to you little people, but they don't know how to take the constructive criticism. So they want the aunties to help them out. And then when you help them out, they looking at you like, I ain't doing that shit.
They get like,
they get in their feelings.
Did I ask you or whatever? So I don't say nothing.
I don't say nothing either. I let them look stupid.
I even tell my goddaughter. She'll tell me some stuff. I'm like, girl, if you tell me whatever you tell me, sometimes I'm like, all right, because I'm gonna say anything.
Yeah,
waste my breath, waste my energy. I have one last thing I want to talk about. Did you see that video of that brother? We already talked about this, but I just want, where he was like, he don't date black women, and why he doesn't date black women.
No.
Okay, there was this video went viral. We won't talk about it. Just cut that out. What would y'all like to talk about? Anything else? We talked about a lot. We're good.
We did talk about a lot.
We're
good.
A lot.
No, let's hold up.
The conversation just flowed effortlessly.
Which is perfect. That's how that's how choosing session should be.
Yeah. I think you're doing your big one with this though, because it's also getting the black community to talk.
Well, this is what my vision. This is my dream, y'all. If you can help me with this. I want every Thursday to host like a parlor, and if people just know they can come, and I'll cook, because I like to cook about cooking for people. But I'll cook and bring in some food. And why are you looking at me like that?
I'm just saying, you cooking. I seen you cook once.
Yeah, I don't cook.
They think we cute, we don't cook. They say the same. My friends made fun of me last week because they were like,
I know you can cook. I've been to the potlucks that y'all used to.
I burn.
Okay. I believe it.
I burn. I can cook my ass off.
I believe it. A baddie that cooks.
I cook my ass off. But now that I'm here by myself, I don't be cooking, throwing down up in here like, yeah, girl. Now I don't do that, but I can cook. So my vision, my dream is every Thursday to have people over here. They come for food, but it's for community, to come here, community. Even if it got so big where I just get some folding chairs and we could just talk. And they really gonna be nosy then. I love it.
Oh my God.
They're gonna be at your door.
They're gonna lose their minds, and we could talk and we truth.
I think that's
what I want.
think that it's a segue into what we were talking about.
Yeah,
the black community.
Community.
It got to start somewhere. Like, and with people seeing it, people reposting your videos, they gonna wanna. Damn, I want to be down. What's this?
And that's the thing we need to get back to. It's just like forget the clubs, forget the popping bottles, like. Let's do house parties again and sit and talk about things. I do love a house party.
I love a house party or a house. Me and my girlfriend, so my family and I, we started back Sunday dinners. That's something my mother was super big on with
We
us
used to
growing
do
up.
that
We used to
too.
do Sunday dinners, and my sister and I, we talked about it, and we were like, these kids are so damn entitled. They think it's DoorDash all the time.
Right.
No, we're gonna sit at this table. So on Sundays, that's what we do. We sit at the table, we shoot the shit. Sometimes somebody will walk away mad, but we all come together. We eat, we break bread, we laugh, we drink, we talk, and it feels good to do it.
Yes.
So I think that's
what
what
we
you're
need to get
trying
back
do.
to.
Are you big mama in this situation?
My sister's big mama. I'm sexy mama and she big mama. She the one that be in there whipping and out, and I'm like, you need some help with that? You want me to taste that? That's me. I mean, I'll cook or
I
I'll
love
make.
that you're doing that.
I do.
And I leave it with my family, which is a good segue. One thing we said we're going to talk about is these diaspora wars that everyone's talking about right now that I have
so
not
tired.
commented on. And let me tell you why I haven't commented on it. Because I didn't want to give it any energy. Because I'm like,
this is
the
stupid.
whole fucking world is against us.
And we want to be against each other.
And all of
Make
us
it
from the
make
African
sense.
diaspora. I don't care from where. The Caribbean, I don't care from Africa, Black American, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
We are the most hated people on this planet. Why would we fight amongst each other? That is so crazy to me that we think that we can afford division. So I haven't even said anything about it because I'm like, it's fucking ridiculous. And I'm gonna sit and argue with somebody from West Africa, or argue from somebody from Trinidad, and act like we're so different.
It's stupid.
We all hate it the same. We have a common enemy. You know what?
Right.
No one bonds like a common enemy, and the enemy is white supremacy.
For sure.
And all of us fall under that if you up here in the United States. Well,
For
shit,
sure.
anywhere you are, really.
Anywhere you are.
Yeah, anywhere you are. So I don't get it.
I don't get it either. And like I said, I had no idea. I said, of all things to go viral, this stupid ass post. I literally just woke up and saw the post about, I was telling you about that. It was saying Juneteenth is for just Black Americans, not Pan-African, not Caribbean. Don't come to the cookouts.
And you're from the Caribbean.
And I'm from the Caribbean. So immediately I'm like, damn, don't come. Y'all don't want our jerk chicken at y'all cookouts.
I do.
Y'all don't want our curry chicken at your cookouts, but y'all want to come and wine with us. Y'all want to come to Carnival. Like, they were eating
That's
my
an
ass.
enslaved mindset.
They were eating my ass up. They were eating my ass up. They like, oh no, nobody want to come to that. And I'm just like, to silence. They are lying.
They're definitely lying.
Because I told them, I said,
I want to look like white
I be
people are to
seeing
us.
y'all.
I want to be invited to the cookout. I'm
Yes,
like this.
and I
I
feel
want to be
like
invited for the jerk chicken.
it makes the cookout so much more fun when you have all these things, all these different flavors of food, these different. And one person said to me, the girl said, "Oh, girl, you and your Caribbean music can get on out. They won't want to hear that jumbo shit anyway." And I'm like, the moment somebody says that about go-go, I love go-go. I love go-go. I love all music.
Me too.
But the moment somebody says that about go-go, y'all ready to come to blows. Like, but like you said, make it all make sense. We are all the same Black people in the same damn struggle.
I mean,
just from different places.
we have like some cultural differences, which makes us great. But so you don't see white people talking about no, I'm Irish, no, I'm
They
German, no,
don't.
I'm
They don't.
Italian. When they over here in America,
They don't.
that is divided by race, they're white.
They're
right?
white.
And we sitting up here fussing like, we don't do that bump over here.
Yes.
Like, what are we talking
and
about?
I'm just like, what's wrong with y'all? It
We
really
can't
left it
afford
back. We can't, especially in
we don't
this
have
day
the
and
luxury for
time.
division.
Especially in this day and time.
And yeah, really right now.
I'm 55.
Really?
Yeah. I got about 20 more summers left. I'm not trying to have 20 summers arguing with nobody.
Right.
And about things that are stupid.
Well, because people are already against us. I'm already having to fight for my survival out in this bitch. I'm already having to, whatever.
Yes.
So why would I go to someone who looks like me? And this, I have to remind Black people, this is why people need to know their history. I tell people, I said, you had some plantations, not most of them, but some that had like 200 enslaved Africans, right? And you have 2 slave masters. Well, how did they control this? It's 200 of them, it's 2 of the slave masters. And they controlled them by, mental warfare.
Yeah.
And so they did everything in their power to separate us and make us, so they would say, y'all are from different, you speak different languages, which most of us did, which shows you how dope we are. Or they would say, oh, you're light skinned, you're dark skinned, you're a house nigga, you're a field nigga. And all of us are still in the same situation ultimately. We all enslaved, right? And so what the fuck are we talking about? But they made it so we would hate and still be having colorism in our community to keep us divided. So the fact that we would then also have these diaspora wars are insane. Insane. Like, we can't afford it. Like, people with $1 can't sit out there and gamble. I don't understand. I don't get it.
that reminds me of the backlash Tabitha Brown got. Like, she clearly was talking to a specific set of people.
Yeah.
Like, get a job. If your entrepreneurship is not paying your bills, you're gonna have to get a job.
Yeah. Yeah.
But she got so much backlash from black women.
Why? But why? I couldn't understand what they were mad about, because I did a video, but I still don't understand what they mad. I think it goes back to that some people don't want you to tell them something.
Nope. They don't want to hear it.
And I told him, I said, see, I was raised by my parents. Y'all been raised by social media.
Mm-hmm.
So you see people who are entrepreneurs and you want to be an entrepreneur, you don't understand that they were working a job. Like, you got to make, fact of life is you have to make money to eat, right?
Yes. Period.
That I know.
That we all should know. You got to make money.
I understand. And most businesses don't last. And then the ones that do last, it takes 3 years to be profitable. So in them 3 years, unless somebody can support you. Because they don't pay you for just saying I'm an entrepreneur, unfortunately, that I know.
No.
People wait on the downfall of black women.
They do.
Like, I'm seeing the Uncle Nearest story, and people just cannot wait to say, I told you so. Why was this lady flossing all the time? Why was she talking big money? They cannot wait to throw everything back in
That
her
is
face.
so pitiful about us.
It is. And that goes back to what we were saying about being prideful to say you lost your job, or being prideful
because we know they'll get a lot.
Because we know happiness. That yes, somebody is always another hater that unfortunately is another black person in the corner. See, you thought you were tight, not no more.
Right.
And the crazy thing is that it's what they thought about you. What I have realized now, having a social media presence, is like, I'm gonna tell you this: in my whole life, I have never had people who are, if they're not friends, associates, come at me like I've had recently. And I think what my friends have told me, they've broken it down, it's Randy B. Because I'm now public, they have access to me and they think my life is a certain way. Like they think my life is what they see. And so I'm more available for their study, their hate, their analysis of who I am. And I always want to say to them, I said, with social media, you're showing people what you want them to see. No one knows my life for real. Like very few people know my life.
I say that all
the time. They don't know. And so it's wild to me. But I have had more black women, people that I consider maybe not friends, but like, so we're cool. Like just come, like go off on me. But I've also had the opposite, where some are like kind of overly friendly. Like, but it's, I think we just hate to see anybody that we think is doing well in social, or not even well, or happy or whatever. And social media gives you that.
Yeah, that's true. Because
impression.
Even to say, like, when my mom passed, I chose to grieve how I grieve, right? I was sad. I was torn up. But I would take maybe 2 days to be sad, and the other 3 days I'm outside. And I'm posting about it. And I
never partied harder than the year my mama died, because I couldn't deal with the pain. My body wasn't able to accept that. I had to distract.
But they see that 30 seconds of you turned up drinking, and they're like, I'm concerned. It was people reaching out to me that I never talked to. I'm concerned about your habits. It's what's going on with you. You don't know what I'm doing. I'm crying. You see 30 seconds, and the rest of the day, I might have been crying and sliding down the wall. But you saw 30 seconds of me drinking, and you think that I'm this person. Absolutely. I'm this drunk, or I'm this person that turns up too much, and I'm not dealing with my feelings. Right. You don't know.
Right. And
you don't know what's going on behind closed doors. I hate it. I cannot stand what social media has turned people into. The way that, like you said, they depict your character. They want to say that. Like for looking at you, they're like, oh, she bad, she traveled. They must think that you're rich. They may not know.
Or they'll tell me, somebody got flued out. They got flued out. And
okay. And if you did?
Well, but if I did, but also, I mean, just a lot of assumptions are made.
Yeah.
Whatever. And
they don't know what it takes to be you.
But then they judge you on that. That's what I always say. I mean, when people say everyone has something going on that we know nothing about, like everyone. It's the truth. Life be life for everybody across the board.
We just choose to handle it differently.
Or whatever. Some struggles are visible and some are inner. You don't know what people are going through, right? You just don't. Yeah. And so.
That's why I hate when people comment on people's looks. Oh, he got skinny. Like you don't
know.
Like
Chadwick Boseman. Like,
that was a public lesson. Chadwick was a lesson.
Like I didn't know what's Avant. Avant has sickle cell. He got like super skinny.
He got and I had to tell Jesus sorry, because I looked at him too and I said,
"What's going on?
What's going on? He must have really lost his last love. What's happening?" But like you said, once I realized, Dag, like you really can't speak on people because it's the same thing for me. Like one of my aunts, Caribbean people are ruthless. When it comes to telling you the truth.
Yes. But that's culturally across. That's kind of across our culture. Yeah.
Yes. I saw my aunts came in town. They bombarded my house for 4th of July, and I broke the news to them. I don't have a job. Oh. One of my aunts, she looked at me and she said, "So that explains you just been in here eating the snacks. I could tell."
Ooh,
and I said,
that is such that's black. My family.
That is.
Every time, I'm gonna tell you, when I was walking from college, every time my mom be like, "Ooh, girl, they feeding you some potatoes down there," and I was like, "Mom, I weighed myself. I weighed the exact same." But they always want to talk about. People ask me why I almost have on lip gloss. My mama, she would always be like, "Ooh, child, you so pale. Make sure you always got some color on them lips, child."
So
girl.
So it stuck to you.
And so it stuck to me too. Because we just always got something to say.
Always. Same thing.
No filter.
My dad, the same thing. He's like, "Oh, you getting thick as mud." Thick as mud is crazy, but like you said, they always have something to say. But again,
but it's within our community.
It is within our community.
I love that about us.
But when people outside do it, you're like,
Oh, no, you can't do it outside.
Or like, you have younger kids now looking at like Martin. They with the girl Summer Walker wants to cancel Martin because he was too hard on Pam. Like, because she was dark.
It was a different time. But what she just said, there's kind of a little bit more sensitive. She was really
because boy, she didn't want to cancel.
Her ass tore
up every time.
Good times.
Yes, on all these shows.
Yes,
but they just
passed from Facts of Life, and she used to always be like talking stuff to everybody.
But they're so sensitive in this space. Everything is personal.
It's different.
Everything is different, or they're like you said, they're just depicting things the way that they see it instead of really knowing what the facts are behind the scenes. Like.
And like dissecting old songs and like,
it's too much.
Yo, it would.
It's too much.
If you was back then, you would have been dancing to "Put It in Your Mouth."
You sure? It's no different, but it's no different to the songs. Like my niece, she makes a playlist, and whenever we're in the car, I let her and my son hold the aux cord. Mm-hmm. And when my niece, now I ain't gonna lie, I be dancing to the songs too.
Oh, because I don't even hear the words. Like, people be like, "Randy," I'm like, "What? You hear what it's saying?"
Yes.
No, I'm not really. The beat was just.
Right.
My sister was like, "You did hear that he said he gonna jam it in her ass, right?" And I'm like, "Oh shit, it's rocking though."
Although, I don't care.
Yeah, me either. But like you said, we were singing "Put It in Your Mouth," all the things, and now they're like depicting, trying to tear these songs apart. But what are y'all talking about? Well, put it in my ass and do this and that and the third. Or
every generation has some nasty
craziness.
Stuff. We all, it's nasty
some
everywhere.
Craziness.
Because we were doing 2 Live Crew and everything.
All the things.
I saw Luke live. Oh,
how was that?
Filthy. And he really was about that life.
He was so dirty.
He was. Oh man. He changed his life around. He a councilman or something now.
Let me tell you something.
Shout out to all the rappers that turn into political figures.
Yes. What? I was going to ask you. Let me ask you this, music aficionado.
Yes.
We need right now, what has happened, anytime there was a major movement in America, there was music. We need some conscious music. Where are our artists right now?
We need Public Enemy right now.
We need Enemy.
X-Clan right now.
X-Clan, yeah.
We need Talib Kweli.
Even NWA.
I don't know y'all.
Yeah. But I mean, where are our content? Because music has always been and was always spoken about. The Beatles spoke about what was happening in the world. Like it's always spoken for us. Yeah. And so where are our musicians?
I think it's somebody like, what's that girl, Rhapsody? I think she raps about conscious things. But ain't nobody listening to that.
That's one person. All the rap that should be coming,
it should be listening to it.
Every other generation, like.
And there's always been R&B. Songs about the struggle, Marvin Gaye, James Brown. There's nothing.
The only struggle they talking about is struggling to get your drawers off. They ain't nobody got time to be. They don't want to talk about the real facts, y'all.
Oh
they want to talk about why your toes don't match your nails and your bras and your panties don't match and how they gonna take them off. That's what they.
And then the girls want to rap about what kind of men she is or is not gonna like.
Yes.
My boy, Wes Felton. And Raheem Devon, Crossroads, listen to them.
Oh, wow. Okay, I love Raheem Devon.
Yeah.
He's a short king, but
leave my man alone.
Shout out to Raheem.
Yeah.
Cute little labubu. Any man under 5'11" is a labubu.
Oh, see.
Sorry, y'all.
We're sorry. Hey, listen, but yes, everyone has.
But I love all men.
But It has to be this year because we can't do party music for the next 4 years.
No,
Oh,
we
no.
need some. We need some Marvin Gaye. Where are the people? I'm just saying, it just seems like artists would be inspired because they're the ones who speak for us and what we're going through.
They
And
don't know
I
what the
thought
hell
for
going on.
sure I would be, and it would sell right now too. You know, and especially now that people are going independent
Yes.
and not going through the music houses, because the music houses wouldn't produce conscious music right now. They're too scared.
Yeah.
People get fired if they say anything.
Yeah.
Listen, Beyonce went on tour right on time. They didn't. She
It
went on
was.
tour right before everybody lost their job.
Yeah.
Sure did.
Her and Chris Brown. Because I'm going to Chris Brown on the 5th, but I bought the tickets before I lost
I was trying
my
to go
job.
to Chris Brown, but those tickets are high.
Yeah, I bought mine before I lost the job. I was like, I'm going to see
Where
Christopher.
where's he at?
He's going to be at the National Stadium.
Really?
Breezy
Yeah,
Bowl.
he sells out those.
He
stadiums.
does, and he puts on a show. I
He
can't
puts
wait.
on a show. I've seen him a couple times.
Yes, I
my
can't
friends and I
wait.
said we were going, but we haven't bought tickets. And he talked to them about that. All right, y'all. Well, I appreciate y'all truthing with me
Of course, it's
Thank you.
always a pleasure.
on Thursday.
Stuff like this makes bad days good.
Oh, that
Yeah.
makes me feel good.
For sure.
Thank you so much.
For sure. For sure.
All right, y'all.
Don't forget, you never advertise your cards.
I
Hold your
know.
cards up to the
Come on now.
advertise your. Tell them
We
about
just
the
said
cards, Randy.
Choosing cards. 100 cards of different questions.
And look at the
for
nice
the Black community. There's
box
3
it
different
comes in.
sets. They're all different cards. And we ask questions like that affect us as Black people.
That's right.
I love it.
I'm not good at selling myself.
You should
yes,
though. This is dope. Like
Thank
we
y'all.
need it.
See, that was good.